me a racist.
Oh my god. It is episode 133?
32.
What?
Yeah, it should have been 133.
Of the Keyboard Trucking Podcast. Yeah. No. Wow. Episode 132. 132. Are you sure?
I think so.
Oh, dude, if you're wrong.
What? I commit seppuku.
What is that? When you give yourself 1,000 paper cuts?
No, when you make a Z in your stomach with a sword.
That's difficult.
You go.
Oh.
And then you, yeah.
And then you die?
Yeah.
That's hard. Not because you're killing yourself, but because you got to be able to make a Z upside down and backwards.
Yeah, that's right. How embarrassing if you do the Z backwards. Well, I think it's because you kill yourself because you brought great shame to your family.
Oh, dude, I would have had to commit seppuku when I was 16.
What happened? Why would you have to do seppuku?
Bro, I was just thinking about it today.
Yeah.
Also, seppuku sounds like a great sushi dish.
Before we get into this more, let's talk about how we're looking at each other over these flowers. This is a new Frankie. I got over here and I thought Frankie wanted to fuck me.
No, I was gonna propose, but
because he said we're gonna be over there, and I looked in the corner and there was a table with flowers on it.
It's nice.
It's a new stage.
I think it's nice. Should we leave it?
The constantly evolving stage of the Keep on Trucking podcast. Yeah, it is nice, but I can't see it.
You can't see it? You can't see it?
Isn't that better?
Oh, dude, if you break it, Adams will never talk to you again.
I just put it down there.
Oh, man, if there's an earthquake.
If there's an earthquake, that's not on me.
Yeah, it is.
What? Because I broke a vase?
You know, yeah.
I used to move flowers. I know how to not break a vase.
You didn't break any?
I definitely fucked up like a fair share of arrangements.
You know in so I was gonna say if that breaks, I can't hold you. If I was an insurance company, I wouldn't be able to hold you accountable.
That's right, because it wouldn't be my fault.
It's called Should
we put it on the floor? I think it's better there.
Yeah, it's better there.
Yeah.
Because they called my homie's car had a branch fall on him on his car. Like a big branch, not really a small one. And then insurance wouldn't cover it. They call it an act of God.
Insurance believes in God? Geico, that is a crazy thing, an act of God. Mm-hmm.
They're big Catholics over there.
Yeah. Nobody knows whether or not God exists. Unless it's time to pay out your insurance claim. Yeah. Then we have full faith in him with a capital H.
Yeah, they're a bunch of fucking assholes over there.
Yeah, dude, what insurance was that?
All of them.
Okay.
They all believe in God.
Yeah.
It's the great American insurance companies.
Yeah.
I whistled a little bit. I said insurance and I whistled like Mr. Hubert from Family Guy.
Yeah. Insurance. Hi, little boy. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Let's get into it because I got crazy shit to tell you.
Okay.
But
you don't want to talk more about how insurance believes in God? I mean, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Because there's life insurance. Do they believe in God? Life insurance people? Why do they try to, you need to worry about what happens after you die? Well, no, I don't, because of God. Remember, you believe in God because you think act of God? Well, so I'll probably be fine. I shouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be dead.
Yeah.
It's my family. I mean, talk to them.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking to me for?
Well, what about your family after you die? Well, they'll join me.
They'll join me.
In heaven.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
I actually, if I don't leave them no money, hopefully they kill themselves and they'll join me even sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll do seppuku.
Yeah.
Because I brought great shame because of the mortgage crisis.
I brought great shame to. Could you be so embarrassed that you seppuku yourself?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
No. Sorry, embarrassed for somebody else. Like let's say like my son went out and he like tried out for the basketball team and didn't make it. Do I gotta seppuku myself?
Yeah. Is it? I mean, maybe you say try next year, and then if he doesn't make it 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's seppuku. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it could be like a good comeback story. Don't do it on the first one. He'll never learn anything.
No, he'll have to seppuku himself too.
Yeah.
I do it on the first leg of the first tryout. There's like 3 legs.
You see him shoot one layup. Just brick one layup. You suck so bad. Man, you so trash at basketball, your dad commits seppuku. That's not necessary to do black accent. Why would I do that?
No, it's basketball.
Yeah, right.
It's either black accent or Asian accent.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would be like like if one of the Wu-Tang Clans sons tried out for basketball because they like Asian stuff. Wait, but what else? Oh, speaking of
Parents.
mortgage crisis.
Oh.
Have you seen what's been going on with the tariffs? I know you don't really like to talk about news.
No, dude. What's going on with the tariffs?
He's having to dial back some of the tariffs. You know, Trump got into office because he's like, we're gonna put tariffs on stuff.
Right, Canada, Mexico, and China.
Yeah, but he's having to dial back the tariffs. I was just listening on the news. I just listened to the news before I came here because I was like, maybe I'll learn something interesting, and
nice.
I can act like I read.
Whoa.
But so because these tariffs.
Dwayne Reed.
What?
Huh? God damn it.
That's no. Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riley Reed.
Yeah. Reed Parker. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I didn't have another one. That's
yeah,
why.
I didn't either. But these tariffs, you know, because they don't know whether or not they're gonna go through. They don't know how taxes are gonna be affected.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unrest in the economy right now, and so that's why no one's getting hired.
Really?
And they're predicting that there's gonna be a recession.
Recessions only last like 18 months though.
Yeah.
So hang in there, folks.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on to your
But
savings.
you just got hired.
I did, dude. Oh my god, I had a stroke.
Yeah.
But I got the craziest story. But here, you go first because mine's just gonna take a while.
Okay.
With your parents.
Oh, my parents were in town this weekend.
That was fun.
It was a good time. We got to get it together, and then you immediately left.
Well, you know what's funny? So Luke, your parents get here, and you're like, yo, I'm going uptown to meet up with them. You want to come? And I'm like, oh wow, well, I don't want to impose. And you're like, no, like, you know, come say hi. And I was like, all right, because I wanted to see your parents.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, like if we go, like I'll hang out, and then like if you guys go somewhere to eat, then I'll leave.
Yeah.
You're right. So I see your parents, and I'm like, hey, Frank. We're walking to a restaurant now, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh Jesus! So I said hi to them for literally like 2 seconds, and then I left.
Yeah. I
You know,
I could see. I know why you left because you didn't want to. But you could have just come and just gotten food.
where'd you guys go? Oh, because you guys went to a restaurant.
Yeah, because so then we went to this place and immediately they were like, we're not taking. You know, get
Yeah.
out. Like, for whatever reason, they were just like, get out. No, not you.
and then I was walking downtown, and then I see you guys get out of the subway like like 20 blocks down.
Yeah, I was like, do you guys want to walk down? Because I picked up a place that I went with my aunt. And I was like, do you guys want to walk down there? And they go, no, let's take the train. And so we go down to the train. It takes us 8 minutes for the train to come. We finally get on, take it 2 stops, get off, get out. And we start walking to the restaurant. And I just hear, hey! And I look across the street, and you're just there. You're just walking.
I followed you.
Yeah, you followed us there.
I had a great line. I said, you guys eat fast.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody heard, but
Yeah, no, well, we heard it now. But yeah, it was just a good time, and you know, we were just, you know, there's that thing when people visit you in New York, and you're always like, oh yeah,
where did them going?
let me show you this town, and then you like go somewhere, you take a wrong turn, and there's a guy jerking off in an alley, and you're like, that's
What was that thing with the guy
pretty
with
cool.
the guy with the stick, with the big stick?
Oh yeah, my dad. We walked over the Williamsburg Bridge one time. Me and my parents. I was like, that'll be fun. Forgetting that, like,
It's the worst bridge.
when you get to the bottom of the Williamsburg Bridge, now you're in Delancey, Essex.
Yeah, just the worst part of town.
Just not great. And we were walking in this homeless man. He picked up like a log, it was like 15. Have you ever seen any shit like that in Manhattan before?
A log?
Yeah.
No.
I was like, where did you bring this from somewhere else?
I fell off a truck.
Yeah, and he picked it up and he started like helicopter swinging it, like covering, you know, like a 30-foot
Oh my god.
radius or whatever.
Crazy.
And everyone's like, you know, frozen, thinking he's gonna just hurdle it. And then he drops it and he walks away. And my dad looks at me. He's like, "What's that all about?" Like, yeah, I don't know, Dad.
Like you're gonna say, oh, that's Jimmy. He's here on Wednesdays.
Right? Yeah. Oh, you don't know?
Oh, you haven't heard.
Yeah, he's pissed about the
Tariffs.
Yeah, about the tariffs. But no, so nothing, pretty uneventful. We just, we went to Kevin Hart last night. That was cool.
Wait. Where'd you guys go eat after I saw you guys?
We went
because you guys walked right into the heart of Times Square, and I was like, that can't be good.
Yeah, but we walked past. I had a spot.
All right.
I had one spot that I knew was good.
Bro, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna take him to Red Lobster in Times Square.
yeah. We'll get the big Applebee's, dude. When my dad and I came to New York when I was 10,
Yeah.
Neither of us knew what to do. So,
Oh, nice.
like,
That's fun. Dude.
yeah, but we went for dinner one night. We went to TGI Fridays
In Times Square?
yeah, yeah.
It was just you and your dad?
It was just me and my
Oh,
dad.
that's fun, dude.
Yeah.
I got to meet Noah.
Yeah,
He didn't bring the chair.
he didn't bring the chair, but yeah, we had a good time, and then we went to
Wait, where'd you guys go eat?
Meme Mediterranean. It's good Mediterranean food.
Yeah?
We got the Mediterranean brunch.
Brunch.
Yeah, we got brunch.
They eat brunch over there?
I don't know.
I thought brunch was like exclusively American.
I think brunch might be like I could see it being like an Italian thing or a French thing,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what brunch is. Then again, that word, that is just a hybrid word, two words smashed together. That's an American
That's
thing.
why it's American, yeah.
It's
'Cause
like burgooshi.
It's like breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
Something in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brunch.
Yeah. I need a second meal before we get to. I actually want to know now. I want to know what brunch comes from, so I'm going to look that
Breakfast
up.
and lunch.
I know, but I want to know. My phone's got.
You want to know the origin of brunch?
I want to know the origin of brunch.
It's some fucking asshole in Wisconsin was like hungry at fucking 11 a.m.
Yeah, 11. He was. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm typing this. I'm like, brunch origin.
Yeah.
I never thought about this.
Brunch origin story.
Br-
Now, where's that movie?
All right, here we go. The origins of brunch are debated. Oh shit, you're onto something.
Yeah. I bet it's French.
Oh wait, it says no, it's not. It's not debated.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's French.
it just says it's breakfast and lunch.
No, but where does it come from?
America.
You don't know. What does it say?
I can't read.
What does
I
it
forgot how to
say?
read here. The origins of brunch are debated, comma, but the word brunch was coined in 1895 by British writer Guy Berninger.
British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The concept of brunch may have evolved from English hunt breakfast or Catholic late morning meals.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's have some brunch after we're done fucking these children.
Yeah. What?
Catholic.
Oh.
I don't know, bro. That was the first thing that hits my mind.
You asshole. I'm Catholic. You're Catholic.
I'm about to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get baptized purely to get married in the church.
Yeah. 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 Okay. So.
But I
Anyway.
really want to be Jewish.
Oh. Okay. So one thing did happen. So, they wanted to ride city bikes, and so we.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, but I was like, we'll ride them. I knew the places to ride them.
Okay.
I was like, we'll go on the west side,
Yeah.
like past the highway. There's that trail.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So it was really fun. So we did that after brunch,
Yeah.
at which we had it too. It should have just been. It was just lunch, but and so we rode those down, and then we saw that floating island thing. That,
Oh, yeah.
that thing, dude. I'm starting
The
to.
one that looks like needles.
Yeah, those little needles. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
What were you gonna say?
I'm just like, I'm starting to get tired of like people, like when people visit New York, and I'm like I used to be like, yeah, that's like, I would have this weird pride, like that's the Empire State Building,
Right. But whoa.
yeah, but now I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of people visiting me and me having to be like, yeah, that the subway, like it's a problem in me that I feel the need to like
to tour guide them.
to be like, yeah, I kind of know about this town. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm just growing out of that
Bro,
douchebag thing
The first
that I do.
time Iran visited,
Yeah.
she was like, "There's not that many rats," and I got oddly defensive. I was like, "Well, it's summer right now. Like, there's not. I mean, it was winter.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
what's winter right now? There's a lot of rats in the summer."
Yeah.
She's like, "What?"
You don't know. It's hard here.
And then I was like, "Why am I complaining about that
We're
there's less
artists.
rats?"
Yeah. Yeah, it's shit like that. I would do the same thing.
Yeah, it's pretentious.
Yeah, it totally is. Dude, my dad will.
You got nice socks on.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, my Christmas socks. There's got little skiers on them.
Oh.
Or something. But yeah, dude, my dad does the same thing. Like, my dad will, like, I used to have that bit about him saying that rice was his favorite food.
Yeah.
And you hated that bit. But, and so did audiences nationwide.
Well, I was part of the audience.
Yeah, but, but there was one time I was talking to my dad about that Chris Rock special.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like, he fucked up his joke.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, in the live.
Yeah, I was like, he fucked up his joke, and the
most important joke, the only joke he went to go watch for.
Right.
The Will Smith joke.
Yeah, the joke about the Will Smith slap incident. Chris Rock put out a live special on Netflix, and he fucked up one of the jokes, and so that was big news in the comedy for comics. And I was like, you got to see this, and I showed it to my dad.
Yeah.
And by the time
they edited it
out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they edited it out. And he was like, yeah, I didn't hear that they fucked up the joke. And I was like, he did. They just cut it out. He's like, yeah, I don't, like, he didn't believe me.
Yeah.
He just thought I was making up that they.
Really?
And he was like being a dick about it.
Maybe he was saying that you couldn't tell that he fucked it up because through the editing.
No, he was saying like why would you say that? Why would you? He was like almost like saying like you lied. And I was like, no, I didn't.
What an odd thing to lie about.
They fixed it, and then I like pulled up an article that said like they changed it, and he was like, okay. I was like, dude, why is this? Why am I now furious at you? Why do you want to do this?
Parents are hilarious, dude. They're just like the nicest people to everyone else in the world.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I guess it's like everybody, like nice to everyone, but then like the people that really know them, it's like this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like my parents. Everybody loves my parents.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah.
They just piss you off because you have the same problems that they do. Like you do the same annoying things that they do, and it's like that thing about like when people sleep in late, it makes me angry.
Yeah.
I judge them because it's something that I judge about myself.
Yeah. Well, bro, yeah. Whenever I meet someone that reminds me of myself, I hate them.
Yeah.
And then here I am with my parents, just they're like me.
Right. Yeah. Like so I was at dinner on Friday night, and I was telling a story. And when I tell a story, if I'm at a dinner with like 8 people, I'll just tell it to one person. I don't care.
Yeah.
But if there's 4 of us at a table and I'm telling a story, I have an expectation that everyone will listen.
Right.
And I'm telling the story, and in the middle of me telling the story, my mom just goes, Noah, how's your pizza?
Oh.
And I just go, I just put like the fork clatter. I'm just like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to like? Can I get and my dad's like, no, it's okay. I'm listening. I'm like, okay. And then I realized that my story had no direction. I was just sort of meandering.
Oh, no wonder she lost interest.
Yeah, exactly. I was just talking about.
She did you a favor.
Exactly.
You would have still been going on.
Yeah, but then, so I made a big deal out of that.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, we were standing on the subway platform. Also, every time I looked at my family on the subway, there was someone behind them trying to get around them. every time I looked over.
Yeah.
And
I get so anxious for the visitors too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god, they're
gonna get stabbed in the head.
Someone's gonna get so mad at them.
It's not. I've never seen anything like that in New York, but people are rude. You know.
Yeah. It's the worst. Someone being rude to a loved one, but then they're in the wrong.
Yeah. So then I'm like, guys, can you, like, my dad is telling a story on the subway platform.
Yeah.
And I go, guys, can you, like, someone's behind you. Like, I interrupt him, and I'm like, what? Like, guys, just step over here real quick.
Right.
And then my dad's like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll just finish the story later. And I literally, when he said that, I just looked at him. I was like, I just waited him out. And he was like, okay, so anyway. And he just like went back into the story.
That's why the guy behind him that he was in the way, I was like, hey, I was listening to that.
Yeah. He wanted to know. But so that was like, he also gets pissed when he's telling a story and someone interrupts him.
Yeah.
And the way he handles it is going, okay, I guess I'll just tell you guys later. And then like no one said anything. And he was like, okay. So anyway, I was, I don't even remember.
That'd be so funny. Daddy goes, yeah, I'll just tell you later. And your mom looks at Noah. Noah, how was the pizza?
Yeah. Noah, how's the pizza? I'm like, God, you fucking assholes. But anyway, so, my parents, they get under my skin sometimes, but it was a good time. But dude, so we were riding city bikes. We rode them the first day on the West Side Highway, and my parents were like, that was so fun. We gotta do that again.
Was it the electric ones?
Yeah, the electric ones.
Bro.
They're a lot of fun.
They're so fun.
Yeah. So they're like, that was a blast. We should do that again. So then yesterday, we went into the park again. We went to the Ramble, which is where me, and Carlos went.
Okay, Central Park.
Yeah. You remember that? Like those trails where that Chinese music was playing?
Yeah.
We went there. And it's better in the summer. But
because there's no leaves. It's just branches ready to poke your eye out.
Yeah, you can just see through everything. But
were you like, no, trust me, guys.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
It's pretty cool when you're not here. but so we go out to the west side of the park, and they're like, let's get city bikes and we'll ride them down to the bottom of the park. Because, they have, like, those trail... Like, every time we rode, we were like, we're not going to ride on the road. We'll just ride on the...
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I got to do that with my visitors.
Yeah. So we go, and all the bikes are docked on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And they say, do not ride the bike on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's just like a quarter of a block up to where the path begins.
Right.
So everyone unlocks their bike... And they ride on the sidewalk over to the part where we got to get to, and I'm having trouble unlocking my bike because I have to move some money around, and I finally get it unlocked. And,
you're on the phone with your bank.
Yeah.
No, it's me.
yeah. They're like, you shouldn't be doing leisure activities.
They're judging you.
Take out that trash. So I get the bike undocked, and I hop on it, and I start riding on the sidewalk towards where they are. And I ride past this woman, and she goes, okay, so next time, what you want to do is you go in the bike lane, and you ride it up.
Oh, my God.
And I go, the bikes are on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
They're on the sidewalk.
Did you stop to tell her that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I stopped.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And
She thought it was gonna be a drive-by remark.
Right. And she goes, so you take the bike and you walk it over to the bike path.
Oh, what a bitch.
Do you see the bike path over there? You walk it over to that.
Oh, my fucking blood is boiling.
And I'm thinking like, that's okay. That is what you would do, I guess. Yeah. But what I say was, okay, well, nothing happened. I didn't hit you.
Yes, dude.
Nothing happened. And she goes,
yes.
And she goes, this time.
Oh my God.
And then, so she gets the last word on that, but I'm like, okay, that's fine. Right. She acknowledges that nothing happened this time. Yeah. I can take that as, okay, we reached a compromise. This time, nothing happened.
Yeah.
So I'm like riding away, and I'm like, a little pissed, but then I'm like, hey, don't let it ruin my day. We're having a good time. We're riding bikes. So I let it go, and then we're riding, and then we've lost Noah. Noah's rode out way ahead of us, and we're trying to find him, and we get to the bottom of the park, the southernmost curve of the trail at the bottom of the park, and we want to get to the southeast corner of the park where the Apple store is.
Yeah.
But we can't, so I'm like, hey, we can take this right here. and I didn't realize that the right we would take would be a one-way against traffic.
Yeah.
And there's a guy running, and he goes, if you're going to do that, get off the bikes and walk them. Don't be a jerk off.
Oh.
He says that to my dad.
You said that to Josh?
Yeah, to my dad. Yeah.
Oh.
And then my dad's just like, what? And then the guy's like, not saying you're being a jerk off. And my dad's like,
what a bitch.
my dad's like, it kind of sounds like you are saying that. And the guy just puts his headphones in and keeps running. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening today?
Whoa,
like, we're getting not even like pwned. We're just getting like into it with these people.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm sure there's it's probably a lot of egregious dickheads on city bikes.
That lady's husband.
Yeah. Dude, so we were like, okay, whatever. And then we decide we're going to ride up to the next spot we can get out to the east side of the park.
Yeah.
So we keep riding on the same trail that the guy was on that said that to my dad.
Yeah.
I expected to see him because it took us a minute to figure it out.
Right.
I expected to see him right away. Dude, he was like, by the time we caught up with him, he was like a half a mile away. I was like,
he was running fast?
I was like, this guy must have said that and then just put on the jets. Just like,
Oh, I can't believe I said that.
yeah. And like just like spiked by his adrenaline.
That was like his first time trying out talking shit to strangers.
Yeah.
And he was like, go fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think he thought that we were going to be dickheads, and then he looked at my dad just being like, what?
Yeah, also, it's a family. Who yells out at a family?
Right, yeah.
He's being a fucking jerk off.
Exactly. I mean, whoever says jerk off is being a jerk off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say, if you're going to do that, undock the bikes.
Yeah, also, none of his fucking business.
Yeah.
Hey, guy.
You're not going that way.
Yeah, it took you longer to say that than something. I forgot what I was.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. But yeah, so that's what happened. And then
Did you guys find Noah?
Yeah, we found Noah.
Oh, thank God.
No.
Where was he?
He was hanging
in the Apple store. You bought the new iPhone.
Yeah, he was in the Apple store. And then we went down in the Apple store because that Apple store is the first place I ever saw iPhone in 2007.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
I came here in 2007 right after iPhone came out.
Holy
and we
shit.
went down in that store and we saw iPhone for the first time.
That's where you guys went to see the iPhone?
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome.
Whoa.
And I was like, can I have one? And my dad was like, what are you, crazy? And then we went home. No, but when I was in New York that time, I did get the Harry Potter book, the last Harry Potter book. I bought it at the airport going back to Raleigh. And then I read that book in 3 days, and it was 700 pages.
You bought the...
And I cranked it.
It's crazy impressive.
Well, I don't remember it.
Oh. Well,
I remember nothing about
the
it.
crazy part is that you bought the Harry Potter book at the airport, which probably costs the exact same amount as a brand new iPhone in 2007 at the Apple store.
Yeah, seriously. It was definitely marked up. And it's not like... I can't believe they were even selling at the air. I mean, you read something on an airplane, you want to get a magazine.
Yeah.
It's something you can maybe feasibly finish on the airplane.
Well, they sell weird things at airports now.
They do, yeah.
It's like a luggage.
Yeah.
It's probably a hack premise, but like...
Oh, with David Tell.
David Tell?
How fucking late do you have to be to say, just grab some shit and throw it in a bag, we'll get the luggage at the airport? Yeah. So anyway, so that's all the news for me. But yeah, I wonder what was going on with those folks. I mean, it was a beautiful day.
Do you get tense when you're out with like loved ones and shit?
Yeah, especially if like stuff like that is going on.
That's probably what it... No, but like beforehand. Like just like in general.
Oh.
Because...
Well, I mean, yeah, but a little bit, but not enough to... I think that was just bad. I think we just caught strays.
Yeah.
Because like... It wasn't like I had an interaction with someone that went wrong. I was just doing the bike thing. I was riding the bike on the sidewalk.
Dude, when she was like, not this time.
Yeah.
You should have got off the bike and swung it at her.
Yeah. And then they are so easily able to track who did it. Okay, so you checked this bike out at this time.
It just cuts to you at a precinct.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do like one of those like BMX like fucking where they
The tail whip.
yeah, the tail whip. Yeah.
You slap her with the back.
Yeah, those things are heavy, man. Those bikes.
I know, dude. I know.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, sorry I'm not like funny right now.
No, dude, it's great. I mean, it's fucking. I was intrigued the whole time. I can't believe we're already at 30 minutes.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We've been fucking going on.
Yeah, so what's your thing?
Dude.
You said so you started a new job this week and you said you wanted to oh wait, no. But you called me and you wanted to tell me a story.
Yeah.
And then you said I'll save it for the pod. And that was on Friday?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. It is for lack of a better word, a genesis of a story.
Okay.
You know, I want to say for lack of a better words and then say like a really good word.
For lack of a better word, a proprietary.
For lack of a better word, it is an odyssey.
Yeah.
Bro, holy.
It is a penultimate caps. I don't know. I don't know good words. Let's just do stories. We're not doing riffs on this one.
It is a tariff.
It is. Yeah.
For lack of a better word, it is a tariff. Just use like the wrong word. For lack of a better word, it's soap.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So I started a new job, right? So did I say this on the pod last week about my new job?
We didn't do a pod last week.
What? Oh shit!
We pushed it back.
We pushed it back and then we released the other one. Oh, by the way, people in the comments from last week's pod, from last episode's pod, holy shit! There's a community out there, dude.
Yeah,
You saw them talking to each other?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, they were like, "Where was the episode?" They're like,
Bro,
"Go check it out on Spotify."
That made me feel so good. I was like, they listen.
Yeah.
I always thought it was like my mom just clicking refresh 100 times.
Yeah.
And then on Spotify a couple hundred times.
My dad goes, "I haven't listened in months. I fell off. I'm sorry."
No, we haven't put out an episode in months.
That's true. Yeah.
Holy shit.
But anyway, yeah. So
I started a new job. So after the white collar, after the corporate girly job fell off, I was like, my life is ruined. But then for a part of me was like, you know what, dude? I was doing that job purely for the money. Oh, we did talk about this.
Yeah.
I was doing purely for the money. I was like, whatever. So I was like, I want to do like a fucking physical job.
Yeah.
So I applied to a bunch of moving companies. I applied to a trucking company where we deliver kegs and beers and stuff. So we just go all over Long Island and fucking these heavy ass kegs. Dude, the kegs are heavy as shit. I didn't realize how heavy they were.
Yeah.
Do you know how you get them off the truck?
You roll them?
You just fucking slam them on the floor. Bro, we're just breaking concrete all over the place.
Yeah.
It's crazy how heavy. Like, you fucking roll and then but you got to hold on to them so it doesn't like fucking...
Yeah. Is that physically a difficult job?
Well, yeah, because then you put them on the hand truck and you got to go up or downstairs.
Oh, shit. It's a two-man?
Yeah, it's two of us.
Okay.
So I start this new job at this place. And it's like 2 miles from here.
Yeah, it's like right where I live.
Yeah, so
And you're driving a truck?
Yeah.
And you deliver kegs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in case of beers and shit.
Okay.
So on Friday the guy calls me. He goes, "Yo, you gotta come for onboarding on Friday." And I'm like, "What's onboarding?" You know, like in my head, I'm like, "Oh, probably just gotta give my social security and all that." And I'm like, "All right." So I go, and then I sign my social security, and then like the guy that hired me comes up. He goes, "Can you work today?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What happened?" He goes, the guy didn't show up. We got a route. He's like, "Could you just do it?" I was like, "All right, fuck it." So I work that day. That's Friday. And then on Monday, I walk again. I'm like, "It's a fucking beautiful walk, dude."
Yeah.
I walk to work. I get off pretty early. I walk back. I'm like, "That's great." What?
It's that way.
Oh, yeah, that way.
Yeah.
Wow. You never know these kinds of things.
Yeah. I mean, you truly never know. Every time you point somewhere when you're in a building, I don't know how, but you go upstairs and you get completely turned around. You're
Bro,
like a
yeah, that's
dog.
true. One time I was talking to someone, and then he was like, "Fucking girls, when they get in a building, they just don't know where anything is at." And I was like, "Yeah, totally."
Yeah.
Bro, I get in a building, fucking, I don't know what up is. I don't know what down is, dude.
Well, you have a big balcony. You should know. Where's the street?
The streets are always over there.
Yeah. So
For now.
So that's where the job is.
Yeah, but there's a street back there too.
There's a street back
We're
there.
in Brooklyn. The streets all over the fucking place.
Yeah. All right. So you started this job.
So on Monday, I walked to the job.
yeah.
For the folks listening, I pointed up.
Yeah.
I walk to the job and then I walk back, and then Tuesday comes around, and my van is parked on the fucking on the Tuesday side.
Yeah, and we had just a few days before discussed. I was like, I've been getting these messages. Because I paid one of your tickets one time that I caused. So as soon as I sign that up, we both get notifications about what's going on with your car.
Yeah, so I've been getting tickets and shit. So my van, so it's parked on the Tuesday side, and I'm like, I don't want to get a ticket today, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll just drive to work. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And so then I drive to work. I'm circling around the block. It's a very industrial area. I find a spot, I park it, and I'm like, fucking perfect. It's like right here. And then I get off, and then I see a sign that says Tuesday, and I'm like, oh shit! Then I was parked in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
So I get back in, drive to another spot. The next spot says Tuesday, no parking from midnight to 3 a.m. I look at my watch. It's 6 a.m. I needed my watch to tell me that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, great. We're fucking past the noon to fucking midnight to 3 a.m. I'm like, I'm perfect. I'll leave it here. I go to work with my. I work with a guy. He's like my partner, and we're driving the truck. He's rolling a joint, incredibly illegal. He was like, "Do you mind if I smoke?" And I was like, "Sure, go ahead."
He smokes weed in the truck.
Yeah, just rolls a joint.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
does he smoke the whole joint?
Yeah, bro. Then he gets scared.
Did you take a hit?
No, but I did get secondhand a high though.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was smoking.
He hotboxes it.
No, but I made the mistake of putting my window down too, so the smoke is going my way, and I'm just like getting fucking faded, dude.
Yeah. So he smokes, but he can't even really handle it like that.
No, he can.
Yeah.
But like sometimes he'll be like, "Yo, let's get some food," and we're like in the middle of a job.
He just like forgets.
Because he thinks we're like hanging out and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes, "Yo, have you ever been to that spot? Pull over."
Yeah.
And so we pumps.
Yeah, yeah. Middle of the day, best time.
So I get off work, and then there's a case of beer left over, and Apple goes, "Oh, dude," he goes, "They just fucking want to just take that?" And then I'm like, "Oh, I don't really drink," and then he goes, "All right." And then like 3 minutes later, because he's so high, he goes, "Oh, you drove here, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, he's gonna ask me for a ride," and Apple goes, "Yo, just take the beer with you. Stop by your car." And I'm like, "No, I don't drink, guy."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh shit, yeah." And he goes, "All right." So then, so we get to the warehouse.
Who is this guy?
He's my partner. He's the guy training me.
I know, but like, what is his? What ethnicity is he?
He's Mexican.
Okay.
From California,
okay,
from Mexico City to California to here.
Okay, so you're like.
So we're pretty similar. We're pretty. I mean, we've become good friends. It's only been like a week and a half.
Right.
And like we fucking, I guess we do drugs together now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, he's
and you guys go out every day.
Yeah, every day together.
Yeah.
And yeah, it took us about like 2 hours to like just become friendly and shit. Like less, it was like an hour.
Yeah.
To become friendly. And so anyway, so I drop off the truck, and then I'm like, all right, later, man. I walk to where I had parked my van, midnight to 3 a.m., and it's gone. And I'm like, oh my god, they stole my van.
Did you do the thing where you think, did I park somewhere else?
Bro, I was like, I saw it. I didn't even get scared because I was like, oh, I didn't park here.
Yeah.
And then I walked to the next block, looked over, and then I was like, well, the gas station is right there. And I didn't park. I know I parked away from the gas station, so I'm not even going to check that way. And I'm like, let me go check. And then I look around, and then I look up, and it says midnight to 3 a.m. I'm like, that's the sign that I parked next to, because it was 6 a.m. when I parked next to it. And I was like, damn,
It's gone.
they stole my van. And I'm like, god damn it. And I was like, well, maybe they towed it. So I call 311, as the city's supposed to call it, to find out. And then they're like, hello, 311. And I'm like, hi, I'm trying to see if they stole or towed my van, which it felt like a game show.
Yeah.
I'm like, stolen or towed? And
Yeah.
the lady was like, okay, let me check. And she goes, what is it? I'm like, it's this. She goes, well, we have no records of it. She goes, well, try calling the 90th precinct, which is a precinct that it's like for your area, for our area.
Okay.
It's a good thing to know. And I'm like, all right. So then I call the 90th precinct. And then I call a guy, and the guy that answers, he's like a detective. He goes, hello. He's like a straight up out of the 1950s character. He goes, hello, 90th precinct, Brooklyn. And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to see if my van was towed or stolen. And he goes, we got another one. He goes, God damn, this is the third one today. And I was like, what?
God damn it, these guys don't go by the book.
and then I was like, oh, first he goes, yeah, what's your information? And then I'm like, oh, here's my license plate number. And he goes, make and model on it, Tom. And he goes, that's a damn good van. And I'm like, you're telling me?
This guy sounds awesome.
He was great, dude.
Yeah.
And then he goes, okay.
Is what is the accent you're doing? It's like a mid-Atlantic, like an old,
yeah,
like
bro.
30s.
He was legitimately that. I was
like a meh.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
Bro, I was like, he's wearing suspenders and a fucking hat and with like a cup of coffee in his desk or something, bro.
Yeah.
I could picture this guy. He was like, there was like a cigarette, like, bro. If I went to the office, it would have been in black and white over there.
My God, he's living in there.
Yeah. So
Look at that van. You wouldn't think it looking at it now, but there's a man in there. A man sleeping. He's been living in there for 3 years, and now they've taken his home. Well, I won't let him.
Let's get this guy a name. What's his name?
His name is Detective Jenkins.
Detective Jenkins.
Jenkins.
So that fool was like, Jenkins was like, God damn, that's a damn good man. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
And then he goes, okay, I'm gonna do some investigating. He said that in real life. He's like, I'm gonna do some investigating.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
He goes, hang up and then call me back in 15 minutes. And then I'm like, I didn't get your name. And he goes, it doesn't matter. I'm the only one here. And then I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, no, can I get you? He goes, it doesn't matter. And he hangs up. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Dude.
So
that guy is that guy's got skin in the game.
I know, bro.
That guy just loves he loves being a cop.
Dude, he loves this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, what do I do? I'm like, I can't stand around the fucking crime scene. They're gonna come back and take me next.
Yeah.
So I start walking home. I walk home 2 miles, and then I'm like, all right, I think it's been about 30 minutes. He said coming back in 20. I call back. And boop, boop, boop. It's the 90th precinct. And I'm like, oh,
hello. It's
yeah.
like a old secretary.
Yeah, she was. Well, actually, no, it was a black lady.
Oh, okay.
She was like, hello. And I was like, oh, hi. I was just talking. I was like, I'm trying to see if my van is towed or stolen. And I was talking. She was like, okay, what's the make and model? And I'm like, no, I was already talking to a guy. And she goes, no, just give me information. And I was like, no, I was like, all the information I'm about to give you, I already gave it to a guy. And she was like, just give me the information right now. And I'm like, she goes, he's not here. It's just me. And I'm like, oh, fucking Jenkins, bro. What is this? What kind of what is he playing? Like, give me your fucking name and your whatever the fuck so I could talk. So I talk to her, and she goes, "Oh, I don't see any information on that. Whatever." And I'm like, "Well, can I talk to the guy?" I was talking to a guy, and she goes, "Well, no, I'm giving you the information you have right now. So it's not towed. It's most likely stolen." And I'm like, "Fuck me!" And I'm like, "So what do I do now?" And she goes, "Call 911." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I caught." So she was like, "Are you where was the place you last saw it?" And I was like, "No." I was like, no." She goes, "Well, walk back to where you last saw it and call 911." And I was like, "God damn!" So now I gotta walk 2 miles back. I'm fuming at Jenkins, dude. And I'm like, "This is bullshit, dude." Anyways, so I get back, I call 911, and then the dispatcher that answers, she goes, "Ambulance or police?"
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Ambulance or police? And I go, "Police!" And she goes, "What's your emergency?" She's like fucking stressed out. I don't know what happened on Tuesday, but this lady was fucking stressed out.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Police." And she goes, "Okay, what's your emergency?" And I'm like, "Well, my car was stolen, but I already talked to someone. And they just told me to call you to report." She goes, "All right, okay. Make and model." And I'm like, "Oh, here we go with the fucking make and model again." So I give her all the information, and she goes, "All right, just wait where it was stolen at, and we'll send over a black and white." And I was like, "Whoa, a black and white." I was like, "Wow, they're blue."
Yeah.
I was like, "They're blue and white over here." And she hung up. She was like embarrassed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, so
What is with all these old timey?
it's New York, baby."
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter what my name is. What matters is that we gotta find a van.
I know. So I'm
Does that guy? Well, I'm getting ahead of myself.
So I'm sitting at the spot where my van was once, and I'm kind of like looking around for clues, and I'm like, what? I'm like, well,
Damn, you thought you were a detective.
I know, bro. I started looking around. I'm like looking for cameras. I look on the floor. There was like a human piece of shit, and I was like, "That's a clue right there."
Yeah.
And then like the cops came and they were like, "Hey, are you the guy with the van?" And I was like, "Yes." And then I was like, "Look, take that DNA." And they looked, they didn't laugh, and I was like, "All right." And the cops
You
get
actually
out.
pointed it out?
Yeah, and then they're walking to me, and it's a Mexican guy and a black guy. My first thought was like, "All right, which one of you motherfuckers took my van?"
Whoa, come on, man.
So they walk up to me.
Take it easy.
They walk. I was pissed. I was in the heat of the moment. It was a crime of passion. It was a hate of passion. So they come up to me and they were like, "All right, so how long was it here for?" And I was like, "I parked it at 6 a.m. I got off work at 4 p.m. and it was gone." And they were like, "You have unpaid parking tickets?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, how many? I was like 3. And then I told them, I was like, "But we called the tow yards, and they said they didn't have it." And they were like, "All right." And they're like, "Well, we're gonna drive around, see maybe we could find it." 'Cause sometimes tow trucks just come and move them around. And I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "They do?" And they were like, "Yeah." And no explanation further. So like, tow trucks, NYPD tow trucks could just come pick up your car and then move it to a different parking spot.
Why?
And I don't. This fucking city, dude, is on its side.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, all right.
Sometimes this place is just like, you're like, it's hell.
I don't know. It operates so well and so much like shit at the same time.
Yeah.
So the guy goes, "We're gonna drive around," and I go, "Can I come with you?" And they're like, "All right, you can come." And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Fucking gonna ride in the black and white. And then I'm about to get in, and the Mexican guy goes, "Hold up, you don't have any weapons on you, do you?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "I gotta ask."
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right." And then I go to open it, and it's locked.
Also, all he had to do was ask.
He just took my word for it.
Yeah.
So I opened the bag.
Dude, you could have killed some cops.
Dude,
If
you would have got a $10,000 reward.
For what?
Well, because you haven't seen those billboards. It says $10,000 for.
For a cop killer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, aren't those weird? It's like the cop is like the police precincts are like the mob.
Yeah, dude. We'll give you $10,000 if you find.
If you dime out on these guys. I mean, not that they're the opposite of the mob, but they do like have a thing where they're like, if you kill a cop, it's like you'll get mistreated way worse. Like you'll get they'll fuck you up.
Yeah, because it's one of us.
Yeah, it's a one of us thing.
Anyway, so I go in the back of the cop car. I watch my own head. I go, "Watch your head," and I get in. And then like the black cop, he goes, "Wait!" And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And he opens up the back door. He grabs a bunch of crumble cookies. he had so many snacks back there. And I'm like, "Oh!" Wait. And I got out of the anyway.
You're like, "Did you arrest Luke Davis?"
And he threw him on the back, and he goes, "All right, you're good."
Yeah.
And then we
Were they fat?
No, well, kind of.
Yeah.
And then we drive around like the block, and then like there's like traffic, and the guy puts on his sirens to get out of the way, and then and I go, "Hell yeah, bro!" Like that's the shit. I'm like, so they do exactly what I think that they do when there's traffic.
Right. How old were these cops?
They're like my age.
Yeah. Yeah. You're just like 3 guys hanging out.
Yeah, dude.
Also, you've probably been riding around all day with a guy smoking weed.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. So you were.
They probably thought I was cool.
That you were in a car all day riding with a guy smoking joints and riding with cops, and neither one you were like.
I was like, nobody here is a professional.
You were not getting involved with either one of them.
Yeah.
And or no one here is a professional. Is better.
So we drive around. And by drive, I'm being generous. They went half a block around. Like, dude, if the block cut in the middle, they would have fucking took me right back.
Yeah.
But so we went around 1 block, and they were like, "Yeah, sometimes I don't know, man. You gotta. All right, here's a report for the stolen vehicle. You gotta do paperwork now." And then the guy goes, "It's a lot of paperwork. It's like 1 sheet shorter than a medical thing."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "This is not a lot of paperwork. Like a lot of paperwork is like when you go to the fucking clinic,
yeah,
and they ask you if you fucking never smoked a cigarette in your life or whatever." Right. So I'm filling this thing out, and then the black cop goes, I go, "Oh, there's a camera right there," and he goes, "All right," and then he goes inside of the business where the camera was at, and I'm like filling out the thing, and the guy's like, "I'm sorry about your van," and I'm like, "It has insurance. I'll probably get like a good $50 for it."
Yeah.
The guy's like, "That's awesome." And I'm like, "I know." And then like the black cop comes out and he goes, so the shop owner said that he saw a tow truck come here and take like 4 cars. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm like 311 called him, the precinct called him, I called the tow yards, and like nobody said they had him. And he goes, well, sometimes it's a little while for them to update their system. I'm like, a little while? It was there at 6 a.m. It's like fucking 6 p.m. now. And then the guy was like, well, just try calling tomorrow. And in my head, I'm like, if it's in a fucking tow yard, there's like an extra $100 because these assholes don't know where it's at.
Right.
And I'm like,
it's not your fault. And they're probably making it confusing so they can rack it up on you.
Bro, so yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, these fucking assholes. And I'm like, all right, whatever, man. So I'm like, thanks for coming out. I said thank you for your service to the cops. Must have, they were like, oh yeah, this was of course our service. Meanwhile, there's like crumble cookies in their back, in their trunk. And then I'm like, which way are you guys driving? Like, we gotta fucking do another thing. And I'm like, it's fucking bullshit. Because I was trying to get a ride home. Yeah. So then I walk 2 miles home, and like when I'm home, I get a call. It says no caller ID, which is when a cop calls you, is what it says. And I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, hello? And it's a Mexican cop. I recognize his voice, and he goes, yeah, so you're calling about the Mercedes Benz? And I'm like, no, it's a 40 Econoline E250. And he goes, no, you crashed your... Wait, who is this? And I'm like, it's the guy from the van. He goes, oh, no, we already talked to you. Sorry. A Mercedes just crashed, and we're trying to talk to the lady. And I'm like, oh, okay.
He told you.
Yeah. And I was like, all right. He goes, all right, man, later. I'm like, later? He fucking hangs up. I'm like... So then I come home and I'm just like sad. I'm moping around. I made some delicious food and I was fucking the only good part of that day. The next day I wake up 5 a.m. I'm like, it's raining, dude. I feel like shit.
Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday, sorry.
Yeah.
Tuesday? I don't know. I have it on my calendar. When was it? Whenever it was raining. The next day.
Yeah.
Wednesday, yeah.
I didn't leave the house almost all last week. I was just fucking...
Well, dude, I was fucking better off not leaving the house either. So it's raining. I'm walking to work. I'm like moping. I get there and like fucking my Mexican homie from work is like, it's like rolling up a joint. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he knows everything that's happening. I get off work. I walk back to the exact same spot where my van is at, and it's gone. And I'm like, all right, bro. I'm gonna call the tow yard, and if they don't have it, I'm reporting it stolen. So I call the cops. They gave me 2 numbers. Like they're like, it could only be in 2 tow yards. This area. The NYPD took it. So I call them, no answer. And I'm like, all right, dude, I know it's fucking Groundhog's Day. I'm doing it all over again. Yeah. I call 911. I'm like, hey, I'm reporting a stolen vehicle. And they're like, where are you at? And I'm like, here. And they're like, all right.
You got to call the 90th precinct?
Yeah. No. I called 911. Okay. Because, yeah, so I called the 2 tow yards. Nobody had him. So I was like, why am I going to call the precinct? Fucking, all they're going to tell me is to call 911. Right. So I called 911. They're like, all right, we'll send a black and white over. And I was like, stop calling it. It's
blue and white.
Yeah, like, stop calling that, you fucking unprofessionals. Yeah. So then I sit there, the piece of shit's still there. I'm like, good, the evidence is still here. Yeah. And I'm waiting for like fucking like 30 minutes, dude. And like the cops aren't showing up. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm playing like little games on my phone. And then I get a phone call from no caller ID. And I'm like, great, dude, it's the cops. They're going to tell me it's going to be a couple more minutes. And I'm like, hello? And he goes, hello, is this about the van? It was Jenkins, dude. Oh. Bro, I'm like, yes. And I'm like explaining to him. I'm like, oh, dude. So I'm like catching him up. I'm like, so the cops came yesterday and they drove me around. There was cookies and they said that it was gone. Yeah. And then he was like, shut up. I have some information for you. And I was like, oh, Jesus. He was like, you have a pen and a paper? And I was like, yes. And I put it on my phone. And he goes, okay, so take this number down. Order number 006KJC45778. And I'm like, all right, what is it? And he goes, we located your van. It's over here. Call him. That's the serial number. And if that serial number doesn't work, give him this number. And he gives me another number. And I'm like, all right, great. And I'm like, so what happened? And he goes, I don't know, but your van is right there. Tell them I sent you. I'm like, oh, and he hangs up. And I'm like, fucking Jenkins, bro. And I'm like,
the guy's a beast.
I know. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, fuck yeah. So I look up where the tow yard is at. It's by the McDonald's by the BQ.
You thought he abandoned you.
Yeah, dude. He spent an all-nighter.
Yeah. Yeah. He had the big wall. Yeah. With all the dots, the red string.
Yeah, bro. He fucking told some random broad. He goes, sit at my desk. If anybody calls him, I'm not here. And he fucking went into his office with the cork and everything.
Yeah. Then he fucked her. That black lady.
And she went, oh, hell no.
You going home tonight, Jenkins? Not till I get to the bottom of this. Well,
Well,
Well, maybe I could help you out with some. God damn it, you always know how to get my rocks off. Get over here, you big black bitch. And then he fucked her and he said, now get out of my sight, you make me sick. And then he smoked a cigarette and he looked at a picture of a van on your wall and he went, this city. And then he got up and he was still naked. And he walked out, but he was wearing he was naked, but he was wearing the suspenders with the gun strap.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah,
It's just attached to his skin.
Yeah, exactly, and big black socks.
Oh yeah, it was attached to his socks.
Yeah,
the suspenders go all the way down.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so
that's what happened in between. That's what happened when you were doing all your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the tow yard, I look it up, and it's in by you know where the McDonald's is at when you get off the freeway.
I know.
So it's right there. So I walk for my job.
Where the Advanced Auto Parts is?
Yeah, where the Dollar Tree's at.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it, dude. I gotta walk there. I'm coming in my van. I'm like, I'm coming, baby. So I'm like walking, and it's fucking pouring rain, dude. My socks are wet. My back is wet. But that's for something else. Okay. And I'm like looking at my GPS. It's like dark as night there because it is night. It's like 8 p.m. No, it's 6:28 p.m. I remember because I looked at my phone. And I looked at the GPS. I'm like, where the fuck is this place at? I'm standing right in front of it. I look over, bro. It's just car graveyard. There's cars on top of like
under the highway.
Yeah. Bro, no, sorry. By the on the alleyway. Behind the McDonald's, there's like cars behind, like on top of tow trucks.
Oh,
there's like cars with like a tire missing, and I'm like, oh Jesus, I'm like, fuck me. And then like the building where like the office is supposed to be at, it's like just a trailer with a hole cut out, and there's like a window that slides closed, kind of like a drive-through, and it's like shut close, and it says like closes at 6. And I'm like, God damn, bro, it's pouring rain. I'm like, I walked the whole way there. I'm like, bro, God damn, and another day. So I'm like sticking my hands in my head. I'm trying to see inside of the window. I don't see anything. Like the thing is like the window's completely blacked out. And I'm like, fuck, dude, this sucks. All right, I guess I'll just get it tomorrow. And I'm about to turn around, and fucking the window opens. Just two fat lesbians. I'm like, oh! Yeah. And she goes, can I help you? It's like the way I would describe them, bro.
It was the lady cop?
No. It was two fat white lesbians that you would find in a trailer parks somewhere in the hills. Okay. You know, the fat ladies with the flat brim hats? Yep. It was one of those, two of those. Okay. One of them was really.
Were they sisters or were they lovers?
I think they were lovers.
Oh man.
Or just
Could you imagine looking like that and being like, that's also what I like?
Bro, so one of them, the lady that opened, she was kind of stupid. She goes like, hi, and I'm like, oh. And then behind her,
how do you know she was stupid?
The way she just talked. And there was like,
she said hi, weird.
Sure, hi. Yeah, and then behind her. Well, this is why I know she was stupid. Because the lady behind her...
Yeah, one time I met this guy. I knew he was stupid. He was like, "Sí."
So you met a Japanese man?
Hola.
Oh, he's Mexican. You got me.
Yeah, I got your ass.
The old bait and switch.
Yeah.
You reel me in and you...
I made Mexican sound Japanese.
You reeled me in and you
Sí.
Pointed a mirror to my face.
Me llamo Luca.
Luca.
See?
So this I know she was stupid. The lesbian behind her... was mad that the fucking lesbian in the front opened the thing. She went hi, and she was like, "Can I help you?" And then she kind of looked at her friend like that. And then I was like, with my beanie in my hand, I'm like, "Please, I've walked a long way." Yeah. And I'm like, my van is here. I'm like, I have a serial number. The fucking Jenkins from the 90th precinct.
For some reason, I'm imagining these women as like. Their bodies are giant and their heads are small, and they look like they're in Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, like the twins?
Yeah,
they look just like that.
Yeah,
and they were lovers.
Okay.
And
what were they wearing?
Flat brim hats.
Okay, like t-shirts.
Yeah, the mean lady was wearing a famous Star and Stripe shirt.
Okay.
And then the dumb lady was wearing like fucking denim overalls.
Denim overalls.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So
and boots.
I didn't get to see the feet.
What were their haircuts look like?
Oh, dude, flat tops.
Yeah.
Well, they had flat brim hats, but I assume it was a flat top under there. So the lady was like, "Can I help you?" Oh, and I'm like, "Oh, whatever." And explaining to them, I'm like, "And so I think my van is here." And then we close at 6, and it's like 6:34, and I'm like, well, and then now I just started lying. I'm like, well, the 90th precinct told me to come here. They said that they called you and they let me know that my van was here. And then we're not supposed to let any cars out because our driver's not. They're just trying to not give me my van.
Right, keep it another night.
Yeah, and they're like, we're not supposed to let any cars out because our driver's not here.
Your driver.
I'm the driver.
I'm the driver.
I got the fucking keys right here. And then so she's like she's coming up with all these excuses, bro. At this point, I'm so defeated. I'm not even fighting back. I'm just fucking standing there, letting the rain drop on me, bro. I'm just fucking. I'm gonna just let this image speak for itself. I study theater, so I'm just standing there, fucking puppy eyes. I pull out my phone and I play meow meow meow. And then they go, oh, come on. And then the lady goes, all right, let me look it up. So let me see what I can do for you. What you can do for me? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You fucking fat, fucking lesbian.
Yeah.
Big bitch.
When she went over to the other spot, did she just like roll?
No, well, she turned around. She was like on a rolling chair.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then she turns around. She goes, yeah, it's here. It's going to be $326. And I'm like, I'm like, all right. And I pull out my card and she goes, cash only. And I'm like, cat. And like the fucking dumb one goes, there's an ATM in the McDonald's. And I go, you wouldn't know that. And I go, oh, I was like, oh, I'm gonna run right over. I'll be right back. She goes, all right, hurry up. I fucking sprint until McDonald's. I pull out my card. I throw it in the ATM, bro. The ATM says we don't accept this kind of card. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I take it out. I put it in. Take it out. It's not accepting my card. Bro, I'm there for like 15 minutes. I'm like drying it. I'm like waiting for my bank to call me. I'm looking for emails. Nothing. I'm like, bro, what is happening? I finally put it in. I leave it. And I don't know what glitch happened before, but like now it started working.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus Christ. And I put $340, please. And then it goes, that's too much money. We're not allowed to give you that much money. Yeah. And I'm like, what? Dude, are you shitting me? I'm like looking around for Ashton Kutcher. I'm like, bro, are you guys fucking with me? So then I'm like, fuck it, 300. I put 300, and it goes, okay, that'll do. And then the ATM gives me 300, and then I'm like, I throw in my card again. I'm like, now give me 40, bitch. And it goes, oh, language. And I'm like, sorry.
They were like, someone new.
Yeah. So then it does give me the 40, and I'm like, fucking great. So now I'm running back.
It wanted to hit you with the $2.50 fee twice.
Except, god damn, I didn't even think about that, bro. So now I'm running back with $340 in my pocket, and I'm like holding it in the air. It's getting wet. I open it. I knock on the sliding door. The dumb lady opens. She goes, hi, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, here's my money. I'm counting it right. I'm actually giving it to the other lady to count it, please.
Yeah.
And the lady, she counts.
She starts eating it.
she dips it in ranch.
Smells like McDonald's. See, she gave it to the smart one, the mean one.
Yeah, she gave it to the mean smart one. Now the mean smart one is being fake nice. Oh. She goes, so our driver was here, and he put your van back there. So and then I look back, and it's obviously just been there the whole time.
Right.
It's under the bridge, like where all the fucking abandoned cars are at, where you thought it was at. And I look at it, and she goes, it's hard to miss. And I'm like, I know what the fuck my van looks like.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh.
Yeah, you're like, so are you, bitch.
Yeah, bro. And then she goes, what?
Yeah.
We'll keep it another day.
Yeah, just in case you miss me, here's another one. It looks just like me.
Bro, so she gives me $20 back. She goes, you know what? I'm going to do you a favor. We don't have change, so you could just keep this 20. I'm like, oh, great, dude.
Thanks.
A $14 discount. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
And then, so I grab it, and she gives me the paperwork. And then she tells me, she's like, there's a sticker on it.
She made you think that maybe she was cutting you a deal so that you would come back.
Yeah. I'm like, I tell my friends about you guys.
Yeah.
So
have you guys gotten towed by the two fat lesbian bitches?
By the
They
Burger
are
King?
awesome.
So she gives me, we're way over. We're at 104.
Okay,
I'll wrap it up. I'm almost done. So she goes, it's over there. She goes, there's like a little sticker on it. The NYPD put on it. It's called a pet sticker. And I'm like, shut up, give my fucking. And then I go to the van, and I'm like pissed. I get to where my van is at, bro, there's homeless guy shit all over. Just some homeless guy just started leaning his shoulder. It was there 2 nights. It's already covered in like, I'm like, bro,
Someone
what?
smeared shit on the side of it.
No, they just like his things. His not even his, just his gatherings.
Oh, wow.
It's just like fucking dirty clothes and like fucking bottles and like a broken thing that you push around. It's like, and then so that's on one side and kind of like in the back, and then to the right of it, there's like a car parked way too close, so I can't even get in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, so I'm like there just fucking trying to open up my sliding door because my passenger door won't open.
Yeah.
So I get my hand through my passenger door. I open up my sliding door. I get in, dude. I'm like, dude, fuck this shit. Like, I'm not even gonna touch this homeless guy's shit. I just fucking peeled out, dude. You just see how he should go, just like fall over.
Yeah.
There's so much shit. How do you have so much things in 2 days? And like put it on my van immediately, bro. I seriously
Dude, I
thought.
can't believe. I mean, good thing for you that he didn't figure out that your shit was open.
I know, bro.
Because
I seriously thought he was gonna be back.
maybe
there.
we shouldn't keep that. We shouldn't put that out there.
We shouldn't. But I seriously thought he was gonna be back there, bro, and he wasn't. Thank God, or she. So I pull out and I'm like, fuck this, and I'm like leaving, dude. And then I'm like, bro, I gotta fucking. I'm like so in the hole right now. I'm like, I have no money. My dad helped me fucking. He sent me money to get the van out, and I'm like, bro, fuck this.
How embarrassing.
So I
Yeah, and when you called me, you were like, I'm gonna have to pull a Luke Davis.
wait, yeah, dude. So I'm like,
That is not a Luke Davis.
what's Luke Davis then?
That is a last ditch effort that almost everyone has done before.
Yeah,
Everyone has
Davis.
asked. Shut up. Everyone has asked. You make it seem like that's my move. I
Yeah.
fucking gone weeks without money and food.
Me too.
Not weeks, but like a week.
Anyway, so I'm driving and I'm like, I owe my dad fucking like $300 now, dude. I'm driving around. I'm like, God damn it. I go. It's raining, so I'm in fucking Uber Eats. I turn on my Uber Eats app. I'm like, all right, fuck it. The paying back starts now. I get a load for $26. I'm like, perfect, dude. It's gonna be a good night. I go to the grocery store like to where I gotta buy this shit. I buy this shit. I come back. I'm putting everything back into my van. When I walk around to get back in the driver's seat, I see my license plates missing, and I'm like, what? I go to the back one. Back license plates are missing. I'm like, bro, they took my fucking plates. I'm like, what is this? I call the fat bitches. I'm like, hey, did you eat my plates? And they were like, oh no, the NYPD did that.
They finished their food and they were still hungry, so they ate the plates.
They're like, what should we eat next? Like, go across the street over there. There's a man with plates.
Yeah. So someone else took the plates.
Bro, so I tell the fat bitch, I'm like, where are my plates? Like, oh, the NYPD took it. There's a sticker on it. Call the cops and tell them this. And I'm like, so now I'm long story short, I called 3 different fucking guys. Nobody knows what's happening. Nobody even knows that my van was towed. Like, some of the people that I talked to, we have no record of your van even being towed. And I'm like, fucking great, dude. Finally, I talked to like Jenkins Brothers or something. And then that fool goes, well, what does the sticker say? I'm like, it's a barcode and here's the number. And he goes, oh, it says that it got towed because it was abandoned. I'm like, abandoned? He was, yeah, how long was it parked where you left it at? I was like, less than a work day, guy. And then I was trying not to be too mean to him because he's like the only guy helping me out. And that fool goes, oh, well, it also says right here that the tags are expired. And I'm like, well, you got me there.
Yeah.
I'm like, but also the tags are from California. What the fuck? What business does New York have taking away my plates because my tags are expired? And he goes, well, it's illegal to drive here with an expired tags. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm driving back to my home in California. I'm like, I need my plates back. And he goes, well, you can't drive your van in this state without plates. He goes, do you live here now? And I go, yeah. And he called me in my own line, like immediately afterwards. I go, yeah. He goes, well, you got to get it registered here to get your plates back. And I'm like, well, now my van is just sitting out there with no plates. It's at risk of getting towed again.
Yeah, now it's truly abandoned.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah. He goes, well, do you have like a relative's driveway, or you're gonna have to find like a garage to leave it in? And I'm like, all right, man, thanks. And we just hung up. So now I'm at that. My van is fucking out there with no plates there.
Where is it at?
Over there. It's in the front of my building.
Okay. You didn't
With
think
no
about.
plates.
You didn't look at how much the parking in your building costs.
Oh no, but I should talk to them, dude. But honestly, I might scrap it, dude. I might scrap the van for like $1,000 or some shit because there's no plate. It costs $300 to register it. I don't know. I just don't want to deal with this shit anymore. And also, the van has done its job, so I might just get rid of it.
Yeah, but come on, bro, don't do that. Because then when you go out of town, what am I supposed to drive around in?
That's true.
Yeah.
I heard Sam Lincolnstein has a car.
Oh yeah. Well, I got that towed one time, and then that was the end of that.
Damn, dude, we're at 110.
Well,
That's it.
what a saga, man.
I might get rid of
I'm
the
glad
van.
you got it back.
I know, dude. But
Well, if you get rid of it, then take off the back, and then we'll make it into a studio. You know what I mean?
take off the back of the van.
Yeah, take off the back, and then we'll just kind of set up podcast stuff in it, and then we'll just have it in the corner of the room, and we'll have because the hardest part was always setting up the camera,
Yeah.
and having to crouch over,
Right.
and also we never had a tripod, and so we would just like balance it on a cup.
Oh yeah.
But if we just had just the shell, you just take a big like saw like an electric saw, like, and just like just remove the back.
And where would I put it?
In here. We'll take it up the stairs. No, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But,
so I might get rid of it by the time next week.
How much money do you think you can get it for it?
Bro, this
$50 in a sandwich?
Yeah, dude, and half a sandwich,
Yeah.
honestly. Bro, the only reason why I'm hesitating to get rid of it is that it still runs fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, it still runs great. And
it still has a bed in it and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. It's still nice for like if you want to go. Plus, it's a car and you're a comic. You should keep it. You can go on the road.
I know, dude, but man, I could just buy another one.
How much longer do you think it has?
Like another 80,000 miles, probably.
Oh, yeah. You should
Bro,
just get it registered.
It's at 180,000 miles. And it has given me no problems.
Oh, so it wasn't because of the tickets?
No.
And you tried to press me for the money.
That was before, but I don't want to.
Knowing what you know about my financial situation, how dare you? Jenkins would be ashamed of you.
You know what? You're right. Don't pay me for the tickets. Oh, wait. People don't know.
Commit seppuku.
Luke got a ticket with my van one time.
Yeah, a long time ago.
So it's adding up.
That's unpaid, yeah.
Well,
yeah, man.
That's
we're all just drowning in financial obligations out here in New York, but that's okay because I'm getting $1,100 on Friday.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm paying most of it to things, and then I'm trying to get another 1,000 next Friday, and then keep doing that forever till I die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, everybody. Right?
I
You
think
got
that's
anything
it.
else?
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks. Thanks for listening. Pray for my van. Pray for my van.
Pray for
Pray for
Palestine.
Pray for Paris.
Oh yeah. Pray for the parents.
Yeah. Pray for the Paris.
Pray for Kanye.
Pray for Kanye.
Pray for Kendrick.
Pray for Kendrick.
Nobody's praying for him.
Oh, his grandma's dead.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for tuning in to episode 132.
32.
Of the Keep On Trucking Podcast. Yeah. No.
Shit.
Are you calling me a racist?